Today we will be talking about electronic voting in Chapter 14. Electronic voting is a term encompassing several different types of voting, embracing both electronic means of casting a vote and also counting votes. Electronic voting technology can include punch cards, optical scan voting systems, and special voting kiosks. It can also involve transmission of ballots and votes via telephones, private computer networks, or the internet. Paper-based electronic voting systems are sometimes called document ballot voting systems. They originated as a system where votes are cast and counted by hand using paper ballots. With the advent of electronic tabulation came systems where paper cards or sheets could be marked by hand but counted electronically. These systems included punch card voting, MarkSense, and later digital pen voting systems. A direct recording electronic voting machine records votes by means of ballot display provided with mechanical or electro-optical components that can be activated by the voter. That processes data with computer software, and it also records voting data and ballot images and memory components. After the election, it produces a tabulation of the voting data stored in a removable memory component and as printed copy. Pros and cons for electronic voting. The first thing we're going to be talking about is hacking. A pro for hacking is that if there's no external communications pathway, then there is no risk of hacking or even gaining unauthorized entry into the tabulation system. The counting stations should still accept surrender and delivery of the physical medium and compare the tally and number of votes cast on the medium to the modern results. A con is that vendors and election jurisdictions generally state that they do not transmit election results from precincts via the internet, but they may transmit them via direct modem connection. However, even this approach may be subject to an attack via the internet, especially if encryption and verification are not sufficient. That is because telephone transmission systems are themselves increasingly connected to the internet. Disabled voters. For a pro, the audio ballot and adaptive aids, such as sip and puff and jelly switches, make it possible for all of these citizens to cast a secret and independent ballot. Tens of millions of Americans can and will vote secretly and independently, if and only if they use a touchscreen voting machine. Cons for disabled voters would be that among the criticisms provided by voters was poor sound quality, delayed response time, and braille that was positioned so awkwardly it could be read upside down. Accuracy. A pro to voting on electronic machines, there are advantages to these systems. One is that it eliminates the possibility of an overvote and advises the voter of any undervotes. And this is eliminating marking devices, which can result in questions of voter intent and providing a new and improved review screen before a voter casts a ballot. The bad thing about the accuracy is that the sensors in touchscreen devices can be knocked out of alignment by shock and vibration that may occur during transport. Unless these sensors are realigned at the polling place prior to the start of voting, touchscreen machines can misinterpret a voter's intent. For example, a voter might touch the part of the screen identified with candidate Jones, but candidate Smith's box would light up instead. Secure storage pros. Concerns about security of the collection and counting process have always been important. Computers offer the first technology that can easily make copies of information in different forms for archival preservation. Electronic voting machines of today keep records of the votes on disks, removable physical media in memories, and, as a final count, on paper scroll. These multiple records can improve voting machines' immunity to problems.